what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Coach Cruise. I'm your host, Brad, and right next to me here is Andrew from Funnelheads. He hasn't been here in a while, but we are certainly happy to have him back. And he is fresh off. He and the fam are fresh off the MSC World America. So he is going to be the star of the show today because we are going to ask him all kinds of questions. And by all means, feel free to put any additional questions that you don't feel I covered or you wondered about in the comments, and I'll be sure to catch all of those and share them because I think Andrew will be happy to answer any of those questions. But before we get rolling with the MSC World America and everything about it, let me first shout out all the Coach Cruise members. That's a new thing that we're doing. And the members I've been sharing several short videos with and a few other things, some behind the scenes stuff that nobody else gets to see. Last week, they got to see Mark Q behind the scenes that was never made public. And then a lot of little short videos that I'm doing, a couple of them with Zoe here, but our members include Michelle B, Danny D, Trisha and Bert, Chris Moss, Adventures with Uncle Dave, Yoli B, the Carnival Cruise Addicts, Liz and Chris, Eric from North Shore Travelers, Texas Cruiser Rick Wade, Greg and Michelle from Cruise Life TV, Edmund, Tim, G, and Cheryl, Mandy Smith, and Christy Curry. Those are all the members so far. And if anybody else wants to join, by all means, we would love to have you part of that family, and you will get the insight on some of those videos there. Now, as far as everybody that is here today, some of those same people I'm sure are here, and sure enough, they are. We've got Justin, who wins another gold medal. Rick, the Texas Cruiser, is back once again, and he was our winner last week of the free shirt, and I sent that out yesterday, so he will have that in his hands by the end of the week. We got Greg and Michelle from Cruise Life TV saying hey and hello and saying hi to Michelle and Andrew and everybody. We got Mandy back once again. And I'll tell you what, Mandy and I were talking about one heck of an ordeal. I won't discuss it because it's something that happened on the cruise ship, but she made it through, and she's definitely an avid cruiser, and I love having her here. Erin, we got Erin back once again. Always great to see Erin, and she's going to be up in my neck pretty soon. We're going to hang out a little bit for a little visit, so I'm looking forward to that. We got Will G, and we were just talking about Will G.
We were.
What's up, Will? Angie, the Merry Mixer, is saying, hi, friends, and what is going on, Angie? She makes some amazing cookies that I swear if I was in Ohio, I'd weigh 50 more pounds because I would be like ordering them all the time. Eric from North Shore Travelers, and that's another person I was just talking with earlier. Danny D, one of those members I was mentioning, along with Eric and Rick, the Texas Cruiser. Good to have you back, Danny D. Ken Pascal is here. Good to see Ken once again. I'm scrolling past. I hope nobody asked any questions because if I saw your name and I already mentioned you. Carnival Cruise Addicts, as I mentioned, saying Brad and Andrew, exclamation points. If I did go past any questions, Yoli, another one of our members, and Mike Anthony is here. Good to see Mike. He's a Facebook admin for us, and he just got off his cruise recently, and he's booked on the celebration for next year.
Oh, that's right.
Chris Moss is here, one of our members, and I swore I changed the little icon, and I'm still seeing that little circle with the two lines, and it does not make me happy. I'm going to have to look into the icon thing because I'd rather you guys have a star than that little circle with two little dashes in it. So apologies for that. Bellows Creek Cruiser and Roscoe are here. Good to see you guys once again. And Amy is back. There's Aaron's sister, Amy, and Logan watching. So good to see them as always. And I think we're caught up as far as saying hi to everybody. And we got Zoe. Zoe is up here. And last week, as I mentioned, Rick won the shirt that we had as a giveaway. This week, I promised you, I know it's Mother's Day. So for all you mothers out there, um, early happy Mother's Day. And I mentioned to you that this last week, those of you that were here last week, this bottle of bourbon has a little more importance to it. Why is that? You see the name on the front of it. It's Mary Dowling. Many of you know my last name is Dowling, and Mary just happens to be the first name of my dearly departed mother. Her name was Mary Beth Dowling. So, of course, when I saw this bottle of bourbon, I had to buy it. And Andrew and I were talking about this. So, anybody that does a $15 super chat, I will be opening this bottle and I'll be doing a shot of the Mary Dowling bourbon. I've never tried it before, so hopefully it's good. And of course, Zoe will get a treat along with that. And then hopefully we give away at least one shirt today. Also, speaking of opening stuff, we have the Carnival Cruise Addicts. Guess what? I did tear the tape on this because I didn't want to be fighting it. Not being able to open it and look like a fool on YouTube TV here. So the tape is open, but we got goodies here. So all of my members, you are going to be getting a gift at the end of the year. But this is Carnival Cruise Addicts. And I know some of you are members of both of our channels. So some of you have gotten this box, but I'm just going to advertise here a little bit for Carnival Cruise Addicts, because if you join their channel, you get one of these little boxes yourself. So let's see what's in it here. All right, this is what it looks like when you open it. You get a plastic bag. Yay! You get a second plastic bag. And then you get a bunch of cool stuff, like a fancy little koozie, Carnival Cruise Addicts koozie right there. Check that out. So if this were a full can, I could stick my can right in there. And look at there. We got ourselves a Carnival Cruise Addicts koozie. Loving that. And then this is one of the things I was really excited about, because Mandy and Eric from North Shore Travelers, they were showing off their cups, and they had stickers of mine on there. They had stickers of Carnival Cruise Addicts and maybe a couple others. So this is what we're going to do right here. And I just requested, as a matter of fact, Eric from North Shore Travelers, he's got a cool sticker logo. And if I could see, this is why I opened the box, because I can't peel the sticker off here. I can't peel the sticker. Carnival Cruise Addicts lives in Chris. You know what? And here's the thing. People say the same thing about my stickers. When did stickers become hard to open up or whatever?
It's impossible. I can never get it.
Oh wait, I got it. Check this out. So look here. And we got a full drink. So we got Coach Cruise right there. And then we got a blank space between the Coach Cruise. So guess where the Carnival Cruise Addicts is going to go? Right there. And I got, let me turn that toward the camera. I have Eric from North Shore Travelers and Cruise Life TV. If you guys got some stickers, I think you probably do. I would love some stickers. Check this out. For the coffee drinkers, and I am definitely a coffee drinker, we got a Carnival Cruise Addicts coffee mug. Look at that. Loving it. So you get a koozie, you get a coffee mug, and you get a sticker that you can decorate your favorite Yeti cup with, or thermos, or whatever else like that. And you get a note. Let's see what this note says, because I've seen other notes. Just a really cool note from Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Very personable.
Yeah. There is no sausage, I will say, in my box, which I thought there might be a sausage of some kind in there. If you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, If you watch the match game, you know what I'm talking about. But Carnival Cruise Addicts, Liz and Chris, very cool. Thank you for that. And see, the thing is, those of you that have joined my membership, I'm trying to, I swear, I'm looking at stuff all the time. Like I want something to be personable, and I want the membership to be like a unique and only the members get it and stuff. So for those of you, as soon as, at the end of the year or whatever, I'm going to have it figured out, and I'm going to have a cool little box or something like this to be sending you as well. And in the midst of doing all that, I saw you all were blowing up the screen, and I got to go. And you are all very, very awesome here. Who did we start with? Cruise Life TV? Is that who we got the ball rolling with? I think so. Look at that. Cruise Life TV says, I remember last week, and here you go. Open it up and down the hatch. And we have not even opened it. I don't know what proof this is. I hope it's not like 100 proof or anything. I'm going to be scared. 91 proof. I might be in trouble. I did bring my bottle of water here with me, so I might need to partake. We got our shot glass. But Cruise Life TV, thanks for getting us started here. So let me put CLTV, and you are 1 through 15 because we finished last week perfectly. Okay, so the Mary Dowling, I have never tried this. I hope it's good because with a name like Mary Dowling, it's a bourbon I want to get again.
It's going to be great. I have a feeling.
I hope so. All right, so we're going to sip this first. Cheers. Cheers, my friend. It is pretty good. It's strong. I can feel that 91 proof. Ooh, that's got a little burn, little kick to it at the end. Greg and Michelle, thank you. Woo! I'm feeling all 91 of those proof. I'm feeling all 91 of those proof. Chris Moss, another one of our members. Oh, and we gotta hook Zoe up here. Zoe, ready for your treat? High five to Greg and Michelle. What do you say? She said thank you. It was a little bark, but she did. I promise she did. But Greg and Michelle, thank you. And then we got Chris coming up. And let me get her second treat ready for her there. Man, I tell you what. These pack a punch. Mama not playing. Mama's bringing the heat. Mary Dowling is she's bringing the heat on this one. But Chris says, hi, Coach. Happy Mother's Day to all moms out there, and cheers.
Cheers.
Are you drinking bourbon, Andrew? What do you got there?
Glenlivet.
Oh, okay. There we go. Here we go. Danny D being spectacular again. Danny D, thank you for that super chat. You are number 31 and 32. And Chris, you are number 16 through 30. So thank you for that. Bellows Creek Cruiser, CCA, we're going to be on the way in the future. That's very cool. Angie is saying, thanks at Chris Moss. Mike Anthony is saying, very cool. And very, very much so. And look at that. Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Oh, gosh.
Liz in particular, probably Chris too, but Liz in particular, I think, gets a chuckle out of me getting wasted. So I think, and honestly, sometimes I pour these a little higher, but I'm not kidding. These got some kick to them.
Meanwhile, I'm just doing my little baby sips over here.
What is that, 4 already? And I was telling Andrew before,
yeah,
I put a double in here, and then I put a little bit more, and I forgot about the whole bottle. I didn't know you all were going to be as amazing as you always are. I should have probably known that. So 33 through 47, having to math again. And we got Rick, our winner from last week. Rick, the Texas Cruiser. And he is saying 48 through 53. Thank you, Rick. And Zoe, come here. You want another treat? This one, I believe, is from Mr. Chris Moss. High five for Chris. High five. What do you say to Chris? Thank you. She's going to be treated out here by the end of this thing. But Rick, thank you so much for that. Cruise Life TV says, I'll drink to that. Carnival Cruise Addict says, love you, Danny. We love you too. Danny D loves you right back. And Angie says, I agree with CCA. Let's get me drunk. All right. Angie, I think you're going to get your wish. The good thing is I have full confidence in Andrew. When I crash on the floor, Andrew can carry the floor, and hopefully I just wake up and remember to turn the screen off. So I'm not just passed out here and have an 8-hour show with me passed out in the chair. So hopefully Andrew doesn't mind carrying things on for a little while until I wake back up. But Angie, thank you so much for that. And we got, I don't know, I'm setting a couple treats here. Let's see, but we got Angie, Texas Cruiser, Carnival Cruise Addict. Oh, Carnival Cruise Addicts, and then Angie. So I got 2 treats ready. Chris, I just gave. Okay. So we got 2 treats ready for Zoe. And then we got North Shore Travelers coming up. We're going to have a show at some point, I promise.
No, I can just watch this. This is awesome.
Angie, thank you so much. So 54 through 68. We're going to get to that 100 quick here. And then we got Controversial Cruising in the house. We got Scott is here. And honestly, so look, y'all see my Carnival Cruise Addict sticker, and I got my Coach Cruise. And I have a new Coach Cruise sticker, by the way. And that was something else I wanted to say. And seriously, thank you, everybody, the super chats and all this other stuff. I got to tell you, I just bought 600 more stickers. And those of you that have seen me on cruises, I just give those things away, like I'm giving away Tootsie Rolls or something. Anybody who wants them, it averages out a little over 30 cents a sticker. And I'm happy to do it. So your super chats and stuff like that, like I said, it was $180. And then like the buttons, I'll order like 500 buttons, and I think I get 500 buttons for like $200, somewhere around there. And then I was just telling Andrew before, this streaming link that we're using, this StreamYard, it's $450 a year. So, a lot, I would say the majority of like the super chats and all that kind of stuff, it just gets funneled back into, marketing the channel, growing the channel, giving away buttons, giving away stickers, getting the shirts out there, everything else. So you were helping grow the community and supporting the channel, obviously, and it motivates and inspires me to keep going and everything. So just wanted to seriously say thank you, all of you that are doing that. If you're a member, if you're doing super chats, if you're just watching the videos, if you're here on Tuesdays, commenting, or on the Facebook channels, whatever, just appreciate it all. So thank you so much. And next up, we got Eric from North Shore Travelers. He is going to be 69 through 78. Let's get him up here. I need some funnelhead swag next. Drew,
I do. I need to get
you got some
everybody.
stickers. You got some stickers in the works, because Eric's got a nice little mug that could use a funnelhead sticker.
I do. I have stickers.
Oh, okay.
We got everything. I just I got to get it out to people. That's the problem.
There we go. And Mike Anthony is saying sticker fun. Carnival Cruise Addict says agree. Man, they're putting the pressure on you, man. So this is what happens. This is what happens when you miss for a while, when you're not on the
I go to work before the post office is open, and then I don't get off until it's closed.
yeah. You might have to send Michelle or Red on a mission for you.
Yeah, Rhett, he's got it covered. I have full faith in him.
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing his own videos and YouTube stuff, so
I know. I can't control
him. Yeah, and there, Mike is saying we need funnel head swag. The demand, people want it.
What do people want?
Bellows Creek Cruiser loves their CCA coffee mug. I love my CCA coffee mug as well. Mike Anthony is saying drink up. I think I'm caught up as far as the drink up goes. Angie Brooks, 91 proof, and I'm feeling every bit of it. Cruise Life TV, 91 proof can't be bad. It's not. And they're going down smoother. We got Admin Tim in the house. There's one of our very first members, our faithful number one Admin Tim. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I was walking a dog that we are watching. Well, nobody can blame you for that. Rick says my box of cool stuff from Carnival Cruise Addicts was a neat surprise. I already drank coffee out of my cup. There we go. And I'm looking forward to drinking coffee out of my cup. That might happen in the next day or two. Texas Cruiser says, sorry, Coach, I'm sticking with my Buffalo Trace. But I do have my old fashioned made with Buffalo Trace, Rick. I'm not drinking it tonight. I'm doing the Mary Dowling. And the Mary Dowling, it is a good bourbon, and it's got a punch to it. Mom's name is not weak. Angie says, Andrew, you might have to take over.
We got this.
We got Trisha and Bert here, another two of our inaugural members. They are chilling on the porch, having a beverage, I hope. And Mike, see, Mike's putting some pressure on you. He says, drink up, Andrew.
I got to take over.
That's true. Edmund Tim is joining the party. At some point, we're going to have a show. People that don't know this channel are going to be like, what the hell? We're 15 minutes in. Are they going to talk about this MSC World America? Like, what the hell is going on?
We just troll them the whole time. We don't say anything about it.
We'll get to the last 5 minutes of the hour and be like, all right, Andrew, we're ready to talk about MSC World America. What can you get this in 5 minutes? And then Tim says, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers. Let's see. I got to get a third treat. I'm going to have to. Could somebody, well, I'm going to have to figure this out. Angie is one of them. Is it Carnival Cruise Addicts? Yeah, I think Carnival Cruise Addicts is the other, and then Admin Tim. So Admin Tim, you were going to be 79, 83, 93. I'm still mathing, and I think my math is still working, so we're okay. Okay, Zoe, come here. You got 3 treats back though. I got 3 treats lined up here for Zoe. It's like she's doing shots too. She can't even keep up with all the treats. I do believe this is Carnival Cruise Addicts, Liz and Chris. And then we got another one for Angie. And then we got another one from Edmund, Tim, and Cheryl. What do you think? You know, high five for that? Carnival Cruise Addicts, Liz and Chris. What do you say? What do you say? Okay. There you go. Good girl. All right. Admin Tim, I'm caught up on shots, so I know that part I'm keeping up on, except for Admin Tim's. Another shot of the Mary Dowling, and I will say, my mom is not taking it easy on anybody. So if anybody wants to get a bottle of bourbon named after my mom, I think you'll be happy with it. It's a little pricey though. It's about $55 a bottle. So my mom ain't coming to you cheap. She's you have to spend a little money on her. But again, Tim, thank you, sir, and happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers out there. Thank you, sir. All right, and guess what? We are up to 93, so we are only 7 away from giving away the shirt. Cruise Life TV says, okay, it's time to mute Coach and let Andrew do some talking. I'm not opposed to that. I'm really not. Mike, yeah, like I'm getting kicked off my own show here. Yes, Andrew is talented and professional, unlike me, apparently. The opposite of me is basically what you're saying, I think. Trisha, you and Bert need to think about going on the non-group cruise. Yeah, do that. Cruise Life TV, Coach Cruise and Andrew, you all need to go on the Carnival Celebration Cruise Valentine's Day 2027. Ooh. All my stuff is contingent on my school schedule, unfortunately.
Yeah,
let's see here. Adventures with Uncle Dave. Andrew, no, you see how our Tuesday nights go. Yeah, this is pretty much how they go. This is pretty much how they go. Mandy says, I put your items to use, Coach. I have the buttons on my lanyard when I cruise and your stickers on my Stanleys. Very nice. Love that. Love seeing your cup with all the stickers. And you have inspired me to start decorating my Yeti cups that I use all the time with all of our cruise family, Carnival Cruise Addict, North Shore Travelers, Cruise Life TV. If I get Andrew's sticker, it'll be going on there as well. So let's see here. Danny D, yes, I would definitely become a member. Thank you for that. Of Andrew's channel. So Andrew, if you would like to start a channel, members channel, then definitely Danny D, the spectacular support. I would love to meet you, Coach, one day once all my Big Bros stuff is done this month. Yeah, and I know Danny D, you were in Chicago recently, so we can make that happen. Trisha and Bert Nichols, they got us within 2. Trisha and Bert, you are 94 through 98, so we are only 2 away. Thank you so much, Trisha and Bert. And look at that, Chris Moss. Chris Moss is mathing. Moss is mathing. He, look, he
got him over the finish line.
So he is 99 and 100. So let's do this. I swear, the show's technically almost halfway over, and it's kind of funny, but kind of not. So all of you new people to Coach Cruise, let me just say I'm sorry. This is what happens when you have cruise fam that want to get you drunk. Okay. Cruise Life TV is 1 through 15. Chris Moss is 16 through 30. Danny D, 31 and 32. Carnival Cruise Addicts, 33 through 47. Rick, the Texas Cruiser, 48 through 53. Angie, the Merry Mixer, 54 through 68. Best Cookies in Ohio. Eric, the North Shore Traveler, 69 through 78. Edmund Tim, 79 through 93. Trisha and Bert, 94 through 98. And Chris, once again, 99 through 100. You see, all we have on there is a Cubs update. Hopefully they're winning. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100.
A random number between 1 and 100 is 73.
73, and guess who that is? Eric, the North Shore Traveler, which is fitting because he just messaged me today that he is sending me some stickers. So now I will send him back my stickers, my new stickers, hopefully, that are coming soon, along with a shirt of his choice. So congratulations, Eric from North Shore Travels. And yeah, thank you, everybody. And yeah, let's get another super chat shirt giveaway. Oh, look at that. Bellows Creek Cruiser. They heard me. They heard me. Sandy the Lost Pirate Jenkins is in the house. Good to see you. We got the Bellows Creek Cruiser. Bellows Creek Cruiser. Look at that. A $20 super chat to get the next round started, and says Roscoe says it may be a shot for you, but it's a treat for me. All right. Okay, where's our shot glass? Bellows Creek Cruiser, here we go. With our 91 proof. Mom kicking me in the butt. Mom kicked me in the butt a few times, when I was growing up. Mom's kicking me in the butt, and she's not even here anymore. So cheers, Bellows Creek Cruiser. Thank you. Thank you.
Next time I come on, I got to bring a little bit more. I'm almost out.
If you want to reload, because like I said, you're going to have like 5 minutes to explain the entire MSC World America. Apparently, this is how it's going to go. Zoe, come here. I think this one is Angie. I'm starting to probably lose track. High five for Angie, the Merry Mixer. What do you say? What do you say? She says thank you. All right. And I just did Bellows Creek Cruiser shot. They are numbers 1 through 20. And then they say, yeah, I mentioned what the Bellows Creek Cruiser said. Texas Cruise says, Andrew, I watched your cruise head video last weekend. What is included on the MSC Seascape? Great video going on the Island Time group cruise on Seascape. Awesome. Okay, you know what? Why don't you answer that so you can talk, Andrew, before the show's over? We'll take a break from me doing.
No, you're good. I think what he said was that he watched the video. That's the title of the video. What is included on the MSC Seascape? So I think that he watched that video and he enjoyed it, which I really appreciate. Those everything that are included videos take me a ton of time, almost as much time as the ship tour. So I really appreciate you watching that, because there's always people asking, especially for MSC. I mean, it's for all the cruise lines, but MSC specifically, because people are kind of just getting into it, or a lot of people anyway, or wanting to know or trying out, and they just don't know what's included. So I try to do my best. I'm gonna have a World America, everything that's included video coming out as well, hopefully before we leave for Barcelona. I'm trying to get all the World America's videos done before then, because I know it's gonna be a long time before I get back to him, because we're gone for almost a month at that point. So but I do appreciate it.
That's very cool. And you know what? While I'm scrolling through comments, and I'm just going to post everybody's comment up here for a few seconds, just so we can get started talking about the MSC World America. And you all keep the super chats coming. I haven't taken a sick day in forever. And you know what?
You might.
Let me drink some water. Okay, water is good. Drink water. Yeah, so the MSC World America, the ship itself, you've been on some of the XL class, so you've been on some Carnival's bigger ships. How does it compare to the Carnival XL class? Do you like it more? Do you like it less? What are some of the highlights? And I'll keep clicking on comments. So if you posted a comment on, it's going to be popping up here shortly. But yeah, why don't you take us there, Andrew?
All right. So I will say, before getting on the World America, I tried to limit what I saw. I didn't look at any of the deck plans. Of course, I saw the Super Bowl commercial. I saw clips here and there. Didn't try to join, many Facebook groups for World America beforehand, because I wanted to go in with that excitement, that brand new feeling, different layout. It's a first ship, that has had this layout for me anyway. So going in, it was just a blank canvas almost. I knew about like the cliffhanger, the swing off the ship, knew a couple other things, but otherwise I was very limited. So for me, it was just a gigantic surprise. As soon as I walked in the ship, once I got past the initial entryway, which is a little awkward, but once you get into the promenade area and the gallery, I mean, just breathtakingly beautiful. So modern, so fresh, so unique. I mean, the layout is probably one of the best layouts on a cruise ship that I've been on. Going into this ship, Celebration was probably one of my favorite ships. We also really enjoy the Elation. We love the Seascape. We love a lot of different cruise ships, and we'll take bits and pieces from each one of them. But this is one of the best layouts that we've ever seen. Everything was there for a purpose. The lighting. I mean, there's just so much to talk about. The ship is ginormous too. It's the biggest ship we've ever been on, by far, honestly. So I was a little worried that we weren't gonna be able to do everything, which we didn't, but I felt like we're like almost wasting our time. We need to do a back to back, because especially from a content creator, a vlogging, style creator, like it's almost overwhelming, but the layout made it so convenient. And the ship just blew us away. I mean, honestly, I can't wait to go back on it. It's almost like when you see a really, really great movie for the first time and you want to go back to watch that movie, but with a friend that didn't see it, so that way you can see their reaction. That's the way I feel right now. Like, I want to go with somebody to experience it through their eyes again, because it's just absolutely beautiful.
And I mean, and actually, it's convenient timing. Angie asked Andrew, was the food really better?
Absolutely, it was. Okay, so this is our fourth MSC cruise. We can honestly say that we had two pretty bad experiences with MSC food. One truly awful, which food for I was in the military. Former Marine. I eat just about anything. I'm not very picky. Michelle's a little bit more picky. Rhett, is like me. He'll try everything. He enjoys most things. But two of their ships, we were struggling a little bit. This ship, we went into it. I heard that they hired new people for their management positions, specifically food. They have, even to this day, they have surveys on every single table in the buffet. Scan the barcode. We want to hear what you like, what you didn't like. They've done this now for at least 2 years, because we first saw it on the Seascape, and they have listened to the guests and they have totally turned it around, at least on this ship. I mean, we've done the Divina before this ship, but it's been almost a year apart. So we can't say if it's like fleet wide, but it's definitely shown on this ship. The food overall was excellent. There was a couple dishes here or there that, maybe didn't hit right. Maybe it just wasn't our taste. One dish that I can remember specifically was like this stuffed meatball with mozzarella, which is right up my alley. A little dry, but overall, especially their buffet, I mean, blows Royal and Carnival out of the water. Their buffet. I mean, so much variety
included on the buffet that blows it out of the water.
I mean, just so much variety. They have, the MSC Cruises is a European, based operation that is moving into the United States, has been doing that for the last 5 years or so. But they have so many different tastes, so many different varieties. This ship specifically did have a lot more American food than the other MSC ships that we've been on. But I mean, even just their salad bar just blows Carnival out of the water. Fresh cheeses of all different varieties. I'm not just talking about, like a slice of cheddar, American cheese, provolone, like I'm talking feta, fresh mozzarella that is made on board the ship. I mean, just it blows it away. You have to see some of the videos that we took specifically of everything that's included. But it was amazing. We don't even eat at the buffet on other cruise lines anymore, and this one we were very surprised about. So just a lot of variety is what I would say.
Yeah, and Aaron just made the point here. That's how because she went on a Royal. I think she was on the something of the seas. What was it? I don't know. She could tell you in the comments, but she had just been on a Royal, the buffet. And the thing about Carnival, they have those banks where all the food is the same. Like you go to one little island and, all the buffet food is the same.
Yeah.
So, they're lacking in that capacity. I don't really do the buffets on Carnival anyway. I prefer to do the main dining room, or I'll go to somewhere like a Shack's or a Guy's Burger or, someplace, or the deli, someplace like that.
Yeah.
Over the Wonder of the Seas. Yeah, Amy and Aaron, they were on the Wonder of the Seas, had the best food ever. Oh, no, it was the Harmony. The Harmony was probably second, but Wonder topped it for sure. Carnival is probably taking a step back there on the buffet for the people that enjoy the buffets. And I will say the one thing that I appreciate with people that prefer the buffets is there's no wait. You get in line, you get the food that you want, you sit down, you eat, and you're done. And
Yeah.
so if you want to go to comedy, if you want to go to the shows, whatever it is that you want. I mean, if you go to the main dining room, that's my preference. And I feel like, you have better options there. But hmm, just got something in my eye. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, the Carnival has just. I feel like they've removed so many items without like telling people. They just started like taking them away in the buffet. So it has been lacking a little bit. I don't know if that's like a production or a shortage or whatever the case is, but they're definitely starting to take some stuff away. But and MSC might do it as well. This is a brand new ship, so I'm sure they want the best of the best out. But in saying that, it's definitely a different feeling.
Yeah, and Eric from North Shore Travelers says last 3 or 4 cruises with maybe had the buffet twice, prefer the other options. And yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you go to the main dining room, you get a whole menu, different foods and everything. And Aaron and I, for those of you that saw that video, we got a really cool deal. We were supposed to do the Carnival Kitchen together when we were on the Jubilee.
Mhm.
And they messed it up. Basically at first the problem was they didn't have enough people to do a class. And so they called us and said, "Hey, we're going to be canceling this class. Is there another class you would like to do instead?" And at the time I said, "No, we want to stick with this class if you can find, a few more people, whatever you need to be able to have enough people to have the class." And so we didn't cancel. And then so the day of the class, we're like checking our messages. Was there a class? Was anything going to happen? And we didn't get any message. We didn't get anything. And then 5 minutes before the class is supposed to start, they call us and say, "Hey, are you guys coming?" And we're like, "What?"
Oh God.
We had called guest services. We had called the Carnival Kitchen. We had called and left all these messages like, "Hey, is there going to be a class?" Whatever. At that point, she was in the shower. And we're like, "Yeah, no, we're not going to make this happen." And so obviously we're upset because we wanted to do it and we would have been there and we did everything we could. We like called like 3 different people trying to see if there was going to be this class or not. But Carnival stepped up in a major way. Like the guy that was the head of food and beverage, he came up to us when we were in the restaurant. The lady that was in charge of Carnival Kitchen came up to us. And basically they had hooked us up for one night when we were at Chebang, and they had a chef come out and he like set us up with like filet mignon and all this other stuff. And it was great. And then to top that off, they took us on a private VIP tour, just Aaron and I, where we got to go back into the kitchen galley. And I made a video of this for those of you that haven't seen it. And they basically gave us a tasting of so many different things on the menu. Final night of a cruise for the Carnival Jubilee, so you can kind of get a tasting or an idea. That was amazing. We had our own personal chef kind of taking us step by step. It was kind of like a chef's kitchen in a way, in some ways better. I mean, not quite the same experience, but it didn't cost us anything, so in a way that made it better. But yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, the food is a big deal. And as Andrew is pointing out, with the World America and from the videos and everything that I've seen, one thing I was going to ask you about, because I know you mentioned this, is the speakeasy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's like a little phone booth or whatever.
Dude, it was a top 5 experience, maybe top 3 experience on a cruise ship. It was.
Yeah.
We were lucky enough that we went twice. We could actually went 3 times. We ended up getting 3 sets of coins. But we ended up going twice. We went with our neighbors, our friends that came with us on the cruise the one night, and then we met some really cool another couple, and we went with them on another night. Just incredible experience. I mean, just the way you talk to people to get the coins, and everything's hush hush and it's exclusive, and they've got a very secret menu, and all the crew members just buy into the entire experience, from the drinks, the storytelling, the music. I mean, literally a huge production. It was incredible. I mean, I was just like, my face hurt, my stomach hurt from laughing and smiling the whole night. And we didn't want to leave. I mean, we stayed until they basically kicked us out. But yeah, it was awesome. I will say, if you get on any of the world ships, whether it's the Europa, which is over in Europe still, this one, or the World's Asia, which is coming next year, or the World Atlantic that's coming the following year, I believe they're all going to have the speakeasy. I know the two do, and definitely talk up the storm with the crew and try to get those coins, because it's an awesome experience.
So you have to get coins to be able to get into this place?
Yeah, so it's basically I can't give away the details, but the basic concept is
a secret or something.
Yeah, well, I don't want to ruin it for because it is like, it's fun. We loved it because it's a social aspect to it, which we're all for. We love, especially on cruise ships, on vacation, talking to everyone, whether it's fellow guests, crew members. So you get to know specifically crew members. You kind of get in the inn. You get their life story. They ask for yours, and maybe you'll end up getting a little something and being able to go to the speakeasy on board. So really, really awesome experience.
And you walk through like a phone booth, kind of like Superman or something, right?
Yeah, and it's located deep in the bowels of the ship.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Lisa, I wanted to go back to her comment. I can only do the dining room on one formal night. It takes too long to get your food. Yeah, Lisa, I mean, my experience with that, if it'll help, if you can go early. And one of the things that I advise is, as far as, appetizers, because they have some great appetizers that you want to get, is just say, hey, bring us all the appetizers at once. That way they can just put all that stuff out there at once. And then your entree, that's all you're waiting for. And that speeds up the process. If you try to go to formal night during a prime time, yeah, you're going to be. But if you go early, like right when they're opening, get it out of the way. Try to get dressed, ready early. And I know for some people it's like, no, I need to go at like 6:30 or whatever. Well, just, if you want it to be a pretty quick experience where you're not waiting forever, that would be my advice. Go early, be ready to go, and you'll get in and out of there, especially if you say, hey, just bring us all our appetizers early on. That would be my suggestion there. Chris had asked the question, did they have Hola Tacos on World America? Loved it on the seashore.
They did. It's a rather small venue on the World America, but it's done right. They've got all the amazing drinks that you'd expect at a Mexican restaurant, still a la carte. We didn't do it on the World America, but that's because we did it on which one did we do it on? I think we did it on the Meraviglia, if I'm not mistaken. We enjoyed it. It was pretty inexpensive for a specialty dining, but on World America specifically, they have some additional specialty restaurants, and we wanted to try those, so we kind of stayed clear of Ola Tacos. We did get one of the mango margaritas there a couple of nights, and they were very delicious.
Will G says, I thought the MDR service on the MDR was pretty fast. Will, I don't know if you're referencing the World America cruise or not, but if you're not, Will, since you were also on the World America, let us know in the comments what you thought about it, because, obviously you were on the week before Andrew and fam got on, Michelle and Brett. So yeah, give us your thoughts, what you and the wife and your children thought of the World America that went on with you. And yeah, curious to see, because I know you were on it too. By the way, and I think Angie and Tim. So, you ready for another treat? I think this is Angie's. High five. High five for Angie. High five. The Merry Mixer. Are you treated out? You still want another one? Okay, she still wants another one. And Ben, Tim, we got your treat right here, and we are already up. We've already given one shirt, and the beauty of this is we started with zero. We started at zero, and we got through and gave away a whole shirt. And the Texas Cruiser was the last super chat, and we're up to 25 already. So,
Nice.
so yeah, thank you everybody. Appreciate the love and support. And as I mentioned earlier, I just dropped a couple hundred, almost a couple $100 on stickers to give away and stuff. So it all goes back. All these super chats just help keeps building the channel and everything. So appreciate it. Danny D says, "Ah, Zoe." Will G says, "Joanna really enjoyed. She likes the European feel."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you get a European feel out of the MSC World America?
We did, and that was one of the things that we were not sure if it would be a huge difference from the other MSC ships that we've been on from the United States. The other ships were majority, other nationalities, which we love because, I mean, everybody has their own way of doing things, different languages. I mean, especially karaoke. If you're a karaoke person, you get to hear Italian, French. I mean, all the different languages singing karaoke. Beautiful. A lot of, like I said, a lot of different cuisine as far as buffet and dining and all that. So we love. Oh, and the music for like deck parties, out of this world. I mean, if you want to get some new songs on your playlist, go on an MSC cruise because there'll be songs you've never heard of but are absolute bangers. I've put in on so many songs from the last 4 MSC cruises, but yeah, it definitely had a European feel to it. Still, I would say it was a little bit less than some of the other ones that we were on, but there was still a lot of people, of different nationalities. One thing that did change that I noticed, I don't know if it was because it was Dr. E or if it's just the first US based ship that's brand new, is that they stopped doing the announcements in like 10 different languages. They only do it in English. So that was definitely new. But other than that, it was awesome to see all the different people from around the world.
All right, very cool. Well, Danny D says, "I've been watching Andrew's channel. I love watching their videos, and his family is so adorable."
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
And then Adventures with Uncle Dave is saying, "When is Andrew going to open up memberships, or are they available now?"
We haven't. I'm kind of where you're at, Brad. I want to make sure that it's unique and special. I don't want it to feel like we're just wanting money. That's never how I feel. I never ask for money. Never, that's just not us. That's not why we did it. But if we can find a way to make it feel special and unique and that you're getting something of value out of it, then we definitely want to do it. We're in the initial stages for thoughts and some ideas, but nothing solid yet. So I'll definitely let you know if we do.
Very cool. Carnival Cruise Addict says, for the casino players out there, you can also do UR comped at Lisa to get match deals with MSC. And yeah, I did see a UR comp thing that had a World America thing included. Unfortunately, it was for dates that were during when I was in school, like October and stuff. So I can't do that. But Chris Moss, let's see, MSC Seashore only included food as buffet. Let's get that on the screen. World America has more included options from what I've heard. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Andrew, so you've been on other MSC ships and you thought that World America stepped it up, but previous MSC World ship or previous MSC ships weren't the same quality in terms of food and things like that.
So I'm trying to read the question. So as far as World America free food options, it's relatively the same as other MSC ships. However, I will say they added one of our favorite venues, which is such an American name. It's either called Pizza Burger or Burger Pizza. Whatever it is, it's again, such an American venue for a name. The best food on board that is free. It's open early, it's open late. It has, chicken fingers, chicken nuggets, hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, New York style pizza, Sicilian pizza, garlic bread, salads, desserts. Ice cream. I'm missing a whole ton, but the food down there was incredible. We literally skipped dinner at least 2 nights to eat there. One of the nights was before the speakeasy because we knew we needed to load up on some greasy, fattening food to prepare ourselves. But it was incredible. Everything was free in there. They do have some smaller options around the ship that are free. The thing about MSC, though, that's a little bit different than Carnival and Royal is their buffet is open almost 24 hours a day. I think it's like 20 or 22 hours. So where Carnival shuts it down for 2-3 hours at a time and then pretty much closes it down, after 10 minus the midnight snacks around the ship. MSC is pretty much wide open, so you can still get a pretty full buffet. Maybe a little bit of limited options late, but that's where it differs. You also have, pizza and snacks around the pool that are free, pastries at the different bars. So they do have free options. They just don't have the free venues that specifically Carnival has, like the Blue Iguana Cantina, Guy's Burger, this or that, but they do have options around the ship that are free.
Okay. Well, so we have a treat here for Zoe, and this is from Admin Tim. Oh, don't bite my face off. Tim and Cheryl, thank you. High five. You say thank you. Oh wow,
that was a big one.
She wanted it, yeah. And Cruise Life TV, I gotta thank you so much here. Cruise Life TV says, gotta finish the bottle before the show ends. Okay, Cruise Life TV, I just want to. Cruise Life TV, Greg and Michelle, I don't know who posted that message. Are you trying to
They just,
are you trying to give me alcohol poisoning? That's how much of the bottle that has to go to be finished. I do love you. But if you want me to finish that bottle, then I'm going to be in a hospital bed later this evening, getting my stomach pumped or something. So yeah. Let's not finish the bottle tonight. but I will do another shot, courtesy of Cruise Life TV. And although we will not finish the bottle tonight, You'll
make a nice dent.
We will definitely make a nice dent. And you see, we have made a nice dent. But we have my mom kicking my butt like she did many, many years. And she's done it one more time, courtesy of all of you. So cheers. And let's see, BCC. Bellows Creek Cruiser. I gave you your own, initials now or whatever. Like normally that's saved for just cruise channels, but BCC, you've made the cut. You are now BCC, Bellows Creek Cruisers. You are 1 through 20, Texas Cruiser 21 through 25, and Cruise Life TV 26 through 40. So if we don't get any more super chats before the end of the day, then we will have 40 carrying over to next week. Now, Andrew, very important question because I'm all about the entertainment. I'm about the live music. I'm about the celestial strings. Mm-hmm. I'm about the entertainment, the free entertainment that you can go to. So how did the entertainment on the MSC World America match up with some of, I'm a Carnival cruiser, but I mean, you can compare it to Royal or whatever other ships you've been on.
Yeah.
Where are we at in terms of entertainment?
I will say it was very good. We did not get to a ton, and that's our own fault because we didn't realize that opening for the shows started the previous night at 10 a.m. or 10 a.m., 10 p.m. So when we woke up at even 5 a.m., 6 a.m., all the shows were already booked. And we're like, what? When are people waking up? And so we learned that on like the second or third day that as soon as 10 o'clock comes around, people were, booking shows for the next day. We also learned that even though the show is sold out or fully booked, a lot of people have great ambitions. They start their day thinking, hey, I'm going to go to this, this, and this. Then they have too many drinks in Mexico and they, pass out. So a lot of, the shows, even though they said fully booked, you can go and you can find a seat or standing room or something. So by like the third day, we're like, okay, we got this. So we did see the Queen tribute, very, very good. We love Queen. We can jam out to Queen all day long. We love that it was in, I forget the venue's name, but they basically use the aft of the ship windows and they turn them somehow into projection images, and they use that as the screen, and it was incredible. It was almost like a 3D experience. The lights were incredible. The singers, for the most part, were really good. We loved the acrobats that they were doing. They also have these stage platforms in the theater that they can perform on as well. Think of like the what's it called, Grand Central on the XL class where they do the acrobatic stuff. That's kind of what it was like in that theater. So as far as that show, that was really good. We also saw the shortened show of Dirty Dancing, which was phenomenal. I'm not even a Dirty Dancing fan. I think I've seen the movie like one time, but I was totally into it. There are two shows for, yeah, I know this, and that's basically it. And with my bad shoulder, Michelle's like, coming running down. I was like, no. But there's two shows. One is the 30-minute show that we went to. It was the perfect amount of time for us anyway. They hit all of like the really good songs, the big parts of the movie. There is like an hour and a half version of that, which they actually play the movie and then perform like in front of it, from my understanding. That would be way too long for me, but if somebody's like a huge fan of that, I could understand them liking it. But those two shows were incredible. I wish we went to more main theater shows, but we did do obviously live music, karaoke. They had the dueling pianos, they had stand-up comedy. I mean, the list goes on and on as far as entertainment goes. So they had a lot of the same venues that you would see on, Carnival Royal. One of our favorite areas on board the ship for not only entertainment, but just to sit and stare was on the World Promenade. Is basically just a huge open space. Think of the biggest balcony that you've ever had. They have the sports bar right there. They have live music front and center. And I mean, we were just grabbing drinks left and right, just watching the world go by and all the lights from the incredible area. I mean, that's where we spent, I would say, at least 60% of our time.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
So MSC World America Entertainment versus the best Carnival cruise ship entertainment that you've been on.
Carnival.
Oh, Carnival. Okay. Carnival. The entertainment was better on Carnival. Okay.
Yeah, I mean MSC it was really good. They're getting there. It's not as good, especially like when you think of some of the more popular shows, and then like the XL class having both the main theater. Even though there are technically two theaters on the World America as well, I would say Carnival still has the edge there. But I would say they're catching up, and they might be hot on their heels. So and plus, this was the second sailing. I'm sure they've practiced and did these shows behind scenes for quite a while before they rolled it out. But you still got those nerves on the second sailing, and voice cracks every now and then, and things go awry. But it was overall incredible. And again, we didn't see all. They had so many more shows. I would say they had at least 7 other shows that we just weren't able to get to, either by our own, stupid not booking it, or, just because we flat out wanted to explore the rest of the ship. So we said it going in, and during our first few days, we said, our biggest regret is we're not going to be able to do everything. We try to fill in, as much as possible. We are super tired by the end of the day. We're dead by the end of the cruise because we don't take naps. If I take a nap, it's 10 minutes before, dinner while Michelle's getting ready. I mean, we are go, 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 try to get everything, experience everything, not only for everybody, through the community, but also just ourselves. We don't want to miss out. We're on vacation. We paid for it. We sleep when we're dead.
Yeah, all right. Well, I got, as you see, Zoe here is very interested in what I'm holding in my hand.
Yeah.
Because of Michelle B., the ship wanderer, and Roscoe. And you're going to give a high five for Roscoe, Michelle, and the Bellows Creek Cruiser? What do you say to all of them? She says thank you. Zoe says thank you. And I say thank you for another shot. And thank you. And I see all of you in the comments making fun of me. I see all this. Aaron and everybody. And Andrew apparently sees it too because he's laughing.
No.
Everybody's making fun of me, in the comments. Like, I guess I'm calling Aaron with booty calls or something. I don't know what I'm doing. She's talking about blocking me after the show, so we'll see. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'll have to start blocking him on Tuesdays at 8 and unblocking Wednesday mornings on the Finish the Bottle nights. So that's where I'm at right now. Eric from North Shore Travel says, well, we got to put the kids to bed. It's nice to hang with everyone. Great show, Brad and Andrew. Good night. All a good night, Eric. I almost said Andrew. Tim is laughing at Aaron. This is the make fun of the host day, I guess. But I'm still standing.
Yeah.
Andrew is going to be taking over the whole show here.
Listen, I'd be passed out on my desk right now.
I haven't passed out yet. Will G is still hanging with us, and he's a World America guy, along with Andrew. They took a picture together.
Yeah, we did.
That picture on Will G's personal Facebook page. Trisha and Bert says CCA hoping to get a better casino deal for 2027. Wow, okay. You're all the way into 2027. I haven't got to 2026 yet. Well,
I haven't even finished 2025 yet.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser, not as interested in the stage shows, but I love the aqua shows on the Oasis class ships. Allure of the Seas and Harmony of the Seas.
We're going to experience it for the first time on Allure in 25 days. So we're looking forward to that. We want to show Rhett the Aqua Theater. I think he'll be really into that.
Bellows Creek Cruiser stole my Carnival Cruise Addicts merch. I told him to check the mail, and now he has a new coffee cup and koozie. Bellows Creek Cruiser, shame. Shame. Mandy says Zoe is hilarious. She has her moments. Adventures with Uncle Dave. Y'all didn't make the other shows because Michelle was too busy bribing Rhett to go down the slide.
I know that's right.
Dude. Where is Rhett? We need a ship horn for Rhett.
Yeah. He would. He would love that. He would love that. Michelle.
I've got I can hook you up. I still got some. That was my first sponsor, the Loud Cup people. The Loud Cup people. They sent me like a box of these.
That's awesome.
A few left, so let me know.
We'll make a trade.
We'll make a trade. I'll get some funnelhead swag for some Loud Cup swag.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh wow! Look, it gets worse. I did not say booty call. Oh my god!
Going downhill.
I just keep failing. Cruise Life TV says keep drinking water. I will take you up on that advice. Admin Tim, thank God somebody loves me. Appreciate it. Admin Tim. That's why he's the number one admin. Chris Moss still standing, coach. No driving. No, I definitely will not be driving. I might be walking Zoe later, but I will not be driving. I can promise you that. Mandy says maybe one day if I'm ever married, I can book cruises 2 years in advance. Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Mandy, yeah, we got to get on another cruise together. Mandy and I have been on the same cruise together before.
Oh, nice.
We gotta get on another one together. And Andrew and I have been on the same cruise before. We got to get on another one together.
Yeah.
Carnival Cruise Addicts, we definitely need to get on another cruise together. But they're going to bed. Cruise Life TV and I were just on a cruise together. Danny D, we got to get on a cruise together. What is Aaron saying now here? Fun fact, the Loud Cups are banned from kids' sporting events here because a bunch of parents were bringing. Oh, wow. Oh, the Loud Cups are. Danny D, that's why she's the spectacular supporter. She says, hashtag, we love Coach. Cruise Life TV, Zoe might be walking you. Yeah, that's not a wrong statement there. That is probably a more accurate statement than that. Sandy D, okay, Carnival Cruise Addicts, Danny D, yep, Trisha, we need to call all crews together again soon. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. Texas Cruiser, I was going to some content videos tonight, but I will wait until tomorrow after drinking all of this Buffalo Trace. And yeah, after drinking all of this Mary Dowling, I'll be doing the same thing. I do want to release a Cheers video, and I got a couple other videos that I already have ready to in the works that I'm going to release. Andrew, tell us about the videos you have upcoming.
So right now we
already
are
subscribe to Funnel Heads. Subscribe to Funnel Heads.
Thank you.
And then you can see all the videos that Andrew's going to talk about right now.
Yeah, we're working through the World America videos. We've got the rest of our daily vlogs to see our shenanigans from day to day. You can see how tired we are. Little man's grown. He's got his own little personality now, so that's really shining through. We've got the ship tour that is going to take a little some time. It's probably going to take me a whole week to do. We've got everything that's included on the World America. We've got our review, the likes and dislikes, our cabin tour. I've still got Vista videos that I need to get done. And then I need to do all of this before May 26th, because that's when we fly to Barcelona. We stay there 3 nights. We board the Allure of the Seas for 7 nights. We come back to Barcelona for 3 nights, and then we take the newly done Carnival Valor back from Barcelona to New Orleans for the transatlantic voyage. So we're really looking forward to that. It's been on our bucket list forever to do a transatlantic voyage, and it's got some stops that we've never been to, so that's always a plus. And we've got some really, really cool, exciting things in the work. Nothing's really finalized yet, but we're going to be in some type of commercial for Carnival Cruise Lines, which is really awesome. I don't know if it's going to be like TV, YouTube, on ship, off ship. I have no idea, but they contacted us a few months ago, and we've been talking back and forth, and so that's pretty much a done deal. We just need to get to the point.
They just need to give you some free cruises for that. Like, look, you don't have to give us money. Just give us a few free cruises, and we're good.
Right. Exactly. So that's really exciting. We were super pumped about that. We've been working on that for a little while. And we're working with another company right now that does vacation bookings, like almost like a Priceline, search engine website, but a little bit different. So it's going to be exciting if we can make it happen. We've got a new product that we want to try to bring out. It's in the beginning stages. So lots of things coming. I'm hoping, that we can keep providing value, and that's what it's all about. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you all are not already subscribed to Funnelheads, and by the way, I just want to point out, congratulations. They just hit 7,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
Recently. And yeah, I mean, Andrew and my channel, we were just a month or two apart in terms of when we started. So we've kind of like gone side by side in this journey. And obviously the cool thing about Andrew, and I'm jealous about this part, is he's expanded. He's not just doing Carnival. Obviously, he's doing MSC and some other cruise lines and stuff like that, which I feel like I need to do. But he's already doing that. So you get a kind of perspective of multiple cruise lines and a comparison side by side and things like that. So that's a cool thing that Andrew is doing right now. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to, and not only that, but if you have a younger child, Andrew and Michelle, obviously Rhett, little man, that gives you a different perspective as well. So those of you that have family, if you have a younger child or if you have a grandchild, that perspective is different also, to where you can get a kind of perspective from their viewpoint and things that they like to do as a family with a younger child and things like that. So yeah, by all means, definitely go subscribe to Funnelheads.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And the coolest thing right now is, well, now Rhett is old enough where like we can show him past videos and like he wouldn't have remembered it, and now it all clicks, and now he speaks out more about things that he likes, dislikes, like good ideas, bad ideas, so it's really cool to see his 8-year-old brain work around the cruise industry, and he's meeting all types of just amazing people. I mean, this has been 4 years going now. He still wants to be the first U.S. captain of a cruise ship, and I mean, awesome. He can do whatever he wants. We're not pushing him in any way whatsoever. I don't care what he does, as long as he loves it. But if he does, that's incredible, and he's got some great connections already. So he's already studying his maps, his geography, his flags, all the different ships, the classes. So we'll see where it goes. We said next he needs to learn Italian and Spanish to start with. So, but good luck, because I'm terrible with languages. So I hope he's better at it.
Absolutely. Very cool. Michelle B says, when Erin comes to town, she can shoot a Wednesday morning members only video of Zoe dragging Coach down the street and walk. I will say this. If 2 more people join as members before we get off tonight, we will make that happen, because Erin is coming to town this weekend. We're hanging out and gonna have a good time and all that stuff. So we will make that video happen. Because Zoe does drag me down the street pretty much. I try to tell her heel, and she doesn't listen all the times. So yeah, that video could happen, but only if there's 2 more new members. We want new members. So if you're not already a member of the Coach Cruise channel, jump in there. Erin says, too much overtime for me this week, and I'm still trying to catch up on sleep. So she is saying goodbye.
Good night.
Yeah. So, and yeah, she has been doing some overtime and trying to catch up on stuff, man. He says, good night, Erin. Let Coach wake you up with his shenanigans. What do you all think I'm into here? Michelle B says, drop a Funnelhead link. Danny, the spectacular supporter. The people are calling. They want Funnelhead link to be dropped.
We appreciate it.
They can subscribe. Now I'm starting to slur my words. Yeah, so you can subscribe. But if not, just go on Funnelheads, Look up Funnelheads on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Let's see. Danny D says, "Love my big bro's dog is so fast when he walks with him." Yeah. Zoe is small, but she's surprisingly strong.
Mm-hmm.
She has that husky in her, and she wants so much to like be pulling a sled. I've really been working with her. I bring treats with me on almost every walk, telling her heel, and she's getting better. She's getting better, but she still does like to pull a little bit. But yeah. So, a couple other things here. We're already up through 55. Kudos to everybody. The Bellows Creek Cruiser 1 through 20, Texas Cruiser 21 through 25, Cruise Life TV 26 through 40, and Michelle B. Michelle B, I forgot to do your Zoe. You got another treat here from Michelle B. High five from Michelle and Roscoe. Are you treated out?
Oh, shit.
Do you not want another treat? Are you like on treat? Like, oh no, you want another one. High five. What do you say? What do you say? Say thank you. One more big thank you. Okay. There's a little thank you. That was a dream stick. We gave her a dream stick. So we did not forget. We did not forget Michelle. So congratulations. And Zoe is enjoying your treat. Adventures with Uncle Dave says, let me know when you're going to be in New Orleans. Oh, my God. I love New Orleans. I love cruising out of New Orleans. I live 30 minutes from the port.
Oh, cool.
I want to cruise out of New Orleans again. What are you saying, Andrew?
No, I don't know the exact date. I want to say it's around June 26th, but I'll let you know. I can't remember. It's one of those mid-June dates. But yeah, that would be cool if we could like grab a drink or a bite to eat or whatever. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. And so New Orleans is such a cool place to cruise out of because of the food. You got to get there a day early.
Yeah, yeah.
Mandy Smith. I don't even know what this means. What does this mean? Mandy Smith gifted one Coach Cruise membership.
I think that means she bought membership for somebody.
You buy it for somebody? Like, did you pick the person out, or is that just like free for anybody? Or I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I don't.
I always see like people gift subs, but I don't know what that means either. Maybe she could teach us.
That's amazing, though, Mandy, for gifting your Coach Cruise membership. I don't know if you get to pick the person that you're gifting it to, but that's super, super, super cool. And because that's so cool, you know what? I got to do another shot.
I might as well finish my bottle too.
We may as well.
I mean, we're here, right?
Yeah, we're here. And Mandy, I don't know who is the new member of the Coach Cruise family. And yeah, I would like for another person to be a member. But cheers to you, Mandy. Thank you for that. So Mandy, I'm going to put you down because that's at least because it's a $5 membership, right, for a month or whatever. So I'm going to put you down for that for 56 through 60. So we are only 40 away from, let's see, I bought a membership for someone and it randomly selects it for a viewer. It says Scott.
Oh.
Scott.
Scotty.
That is a great selection. Scott from Controversial Cruising is your new member.
That's really cool. I had no idea.
We got Scott. Let's see. Texas Cruiser says, I'm looking to use my gambler discount on Jubilee next January. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, you know what? I mean, the casino discounts on Carnival are amazing. But Mandy, thank you for that. That is super cool. And controversial cruising. Wow. Thank you so much, Mandy. Yeah, it's super cool that we get. And look at that. Look at that. Controversial cruising already has the little messed up logo. It's supposed to be a dog logo. YouTube, damn it. You're killing me with this. Frustrating the heck out of me. I changed the logo. Yeah, but super cool. Couldn't happen for a better person. Controversial cruising. Scott, he does so much for the cruise community. He's in the match game and everything else like that. So your contribution, Mandy, was definitely well spent. Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm pumped about that. All right. So yeah, we're already through 60. All right. So specialty dining costs. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do any specialty dining or anything like that? Did you?
Yeah, we did. The one place we wanted to do more than anything was Italy, which is an Italian specialty restaurant on board. The really cool thing, which we were gonna book it anyway, we wanted to go. We didn't care. It's $55 per person. I don't know if they do discounts for children. I forget. Went to camp that night because we had our neighbors' kids and they all wanted to eat at camp together that night. But the adults went. It's $55 a person. But with status match, like if you're platinum or diamond on Carnival or whatever, if you're high up with hotels, flights, any other cruise line, pretty much anything, if you have some type of loyalty status, MSC will match. So with us, they matched. We're diamond on MSC, and with diamonds, you get one free specialty restaurant each cruise for free. So we were able to use that at Italy, and it was very, very good. Have you ate at? I'm gonna butcher the name, but the Italian specialty on the Venezia, the Il Viaggio. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So,
I will book that place just for the Mile High gelato pie.
oh my God, it's
That's
insane.
all you have to give me.
Yeah.
You don't even have to give me other food. Just bring out the Mile High gelato pie for my $30 or whatever it costs, and I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I will say that the Venezia and that specialty restaurant specifically was better than MSC's Italian restaurant. The portions are bigger on Carnival. It's less expensive. The food, I think, was a little bit better as well on Carnival, but we had an amazing meal. Again, it's a little bit more expensive, but if you want homemade pasta, you want branzino, you want your cheeses, your bread, your bruschetta. I mean, amazing meal. So we thoroughly enjoyed that. Our friends ate at the teppanyaki. We've had the teppanyaki before on the Seascape. We didn't go for it this time. They said it was pretty good, but they wouldn't do it again. That was the same feeling we had on the Seascape. They said the entertainment value was very good, but the portions were small. So again, they wouldn't recommend going back, but they did enjoy it. They went with the kids, and the kids really liked it as well. They also did Butch's or Butchers, I forget, Butchers Steakhouse. Basically, we've had that before. Amazing meal. I say that's equal or better to Carnival's Fahrenheit 555. Around the same price. You get dry aged meats as well on there. So a wonderful meal at the specialty steakhouse. The one thing that we really wanted to try, which we didn't get a chance to, was the Greek restaurant. I forget the exact name. It's located in the World Promenade. We heard amazing things about it. They have a lunch special that's pretty much like a takeout, a meal, but they do have seated dining, not only inside the restaurant but also outside, and then they also have a second level to it. So if you want to get, like, it's European style, so a lot of people are actually eating later on MSC cruises. So restaurants were packed at like 8, 9 o'clock, and they got to enjoy the music that's in the area, the light shows, people watching, all that good stuff. So there's so many different specialty restaurants. I mean, it competes with Carnival and Royal as far as the amount of specialty restaurants.
So, yeah, Texas Cruiser has a comment. Do you recommend the steakhouse on Seascape? But
yes.
I wanted to, Uncle Dave. This I didn't even know you could do this.
That's amazing.
Membership. So Ken Pascal is the beneficiary. And so, yeah, I mean, thank you guys.
That's awesome. I literally didn't know that was a thing.
So Adventures with Uncle Dave, and then Mandy had gifted a member. So we got 2 new members, and yeah, Ken Pascal, welcome. And you have access to those videos. And I did some videos, and you know what? If Andrew and I talk a little bit afterwards, I will video that, because that's one of the cool things, like when you do a show together and you kind of hang out afterwards. Carnival Cruise Addicts, Cruise Life TV, we've done a lot of shows together, and we'll just sit out and we'll talk and stuff like that. So, like, if Andrew and I finish up here after this is done, which is going to be done pretty soon because we're already way over, yeah, maybe you'll see a little bit of that video. But cheers for that. So Adventures with Uncle Dave, thank you for that. And Ken Pascal, welcome. There we go. I don't have much else. What's free? What's free by comparison, like on the MSC World America? Like, is there anything that's not free on MSC World America compared to, say, like a Carnival? And is there anything that is free on MSC World America that's not free on Carnival? Anything like that you can think about?
Not anything. I'm sure there is, but like, just thinking in the moment, I can't think of one thing specifically. I will say, they have a lot of the same things that are free, even though it's not upfront. Like, so Carnival is very specific because they've got Guy's Burger, Blues Iguana Cantina, they've got, Cucina del Capitano pizza, they've got, the pasta bar for lunch, this and that. So the venues that are free on Carnival, where a lot of MSC has that free food, but it's in their buffet, or it's in the pizza burger, which is on World America and World Europa. So you get a lot of the same things. I mean, they don't have a Mexican, place that's free like Blue Iguana, but they do have burgers, they do have pizza, they do have sandwiches, they do have cheeses, salads. One thing that I really enjoy on MSC that they do is they make their own bagels, which are delicious. They make their own sour cream, all different flavors. You got original, chive. They've got, lox and different types of fish for breakfast that you can put on them. They do have an omelet station, or eggs your way station. But they also do like fried eggs. They will cook hundreds and hundreds of fried eggs, and they will just lay them out in a huge dish, and people will just grab fried eggs to go. They've got breakfast pizza slices, they've got breakfast sandwiches, they've got parfaits. I mean, if you want to be healthy, like, MSC's got a good variety of health options as well. So again, it's hard to judge what's free and what's not free comparative to the two, because one makes it abundantly clear. But you can't go wrong with either one. So,
right. So Cruise Life TV says, how does the drink packages work on MSC?
Okay, so this is a little bit of a difficult one, and I'm going to do a video on it sometime soon. but they have just updated their drink package. They're going through a huge transition. So they're kind of copying the Carnival drink package. They have now made it a 15 drink maximum on MSC as well, which is a huge bummer because that was one of the huge things that we absolutely loved. Like we could literally, well, and another thing that's amazing with MSC is when you go to their private island, every drink is free on the island and they have bars everywhere and you can ask for, hey, can I have 6 Coronas? I'm going to put them in my cooler with some ice. Can I have some limes in a cup and 3 tequila shots? Done, done, and done. And they just hand it to you. No questions asked. That's something that we really, really love. I mean, it makes their job easier too. You're not coming to the bar every 5 seconds, to get another drink for you or somebody else. You have it all with you and you can go. But their drink package was updated. They've got a few different options. The one that we had, we were like seniored into because we booked the cruise so early, and so we got the old drink package. They transitioned it into the Easy Plus package, so we got any drink up to, I believe it was $14. It could be 16. Don't quote me, but you can get that for free, and then anything over that amount you just paid the difference, which was really convenient. They had a bar called Elixir that was a lot like Alchemy, so the drinks were like I think $2 or $3 more above that package. Of course, the Speakeasy, the drinks weren't included. The big specialty coffee place on board, which was the Emporium, that wasn't included in our drink package, but they do have the premium drink package that it is included in. And there's like espresso martinis, they were like $1 more than our drink package. So, going on to the next one, we would just do the premium drink package, but the prices are very comparable to, Carnival and Royal as far as the packages go.
Okay, very cool. Rick says, "What food venues that I do not want to miss on the seascape?"
So you definitely don't want to miss the steakhouse, which is, I think it's Butcher's is what it's called. That is like 10 out of 10 go. We really enjoyed Seascape. Ola Tacos was really good. They had, I'm trying to think back to the Seascape. We didn't love the teppanyaki, so if you're there for a show, it's probably good. But the food portions are small. The sushi, however, was terrific on the Seascape. And I can't remember the other specialties off the top of my head. That was our very first MSC cruise, so like everything was like brand new, and we were a little overwhelmed. So you have to forgive me. So I'll remind myself tonight, and then I'll let you know.
Andrew, they're making fun of me here.
Bloodshot eyes, Coach Walker, struggle bus up. I think you're holding up pretty well. I mean, literally,
I am. You know what? They're acting like I'm like in the corner, knocked out or whatever.
I would be hiccuping and like.
I'm ready. Go ahead, do another super chat. Go ahead. Let's go. Let's see here. Texas Cruiser says, "I definitely will try the steakhouse."
100%.
And Texas Cruiser says also, sushi. Mike Anthony, what a great show tonight. Fun and informative. Thanks, Coach and Andrew. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Edmund Mike. Chris Moss says, Texas Cruiser, the different salsas were amazing at Hola Tacos. Did he drink water, Coach?
Oh, if you're going to Hola Tacos.
I'm almost out of water.
If you're going to Hola Tacos, do the all-you-can-eat option. That's a huge, huge tidbit because we did the all-you-can-eat, but we were like, I don't know if we're going to eat that much food. The portion sizes are really small, and you want to try everything, and it's only 25. I think it's $25, and it might have gone up a little bit. But you're going to spend that or more if you do like paying by item. Like the prices are like $3 or $4 for every item. But again, like I got a steak burrito and it was literally like this big. So yeah, definitely get the all you can eat.
All right. So one of my final questions, and by the way, we're only 35 away from giving away another shirt. So Uncle Dave was the last 61 through 65 with a new membership. So thank you for that. We're up, I think, to 16 memberships. But if we get 35 more, we'll keep rolling here. We got 21 people still on. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do. What's not by comparison? What's free and what's not by comparison? What's not? Oh, God, my God. The shots are getting to me.
You're good. You're good. You can do it.
Where is it ranked? The MSC World America compared to the Carnival XL class, the other Carnival ships?
I would say it's
you're like MSC and your Carnival. Those are your two primary lines right now.
Yeah.
Where does MSC World America rank in comparison to Carnival?
So, okay. Before I answer, I'm really excited to go on the Allure. It's one of the classes that we've wanted to go on for a while with Royal. Love the look of it. So I'm really excited to see what that has to offer. With World America, it's up there with the best that Carnival has to offer. We've only been on one Royal ship thus far, which was the Adventure of the Seas. So I don't have a really great gauge of Royal. I feel like we'll have a much better, opinion of Royal. Oh, and also when we went on Royal the first time, it was during COVID. It was the first cruise back out of Nassau, Bahamas. And there was only 700 people on board a 4,000 plus guest ship. So we can't gauge that experience. So we'll see what the Allure has to offer. But World of MSC is coming. And the other cruise lines, they need to watch out because MSC prices are, I mean, I feel like I'm losing money half the time not going on these cruises. They have an amazing ship. They have an amazing experience. They've stepped up. They've got deep pockets. MSC is a shipping company. It's not necessarily a cruise company. That's not their primary business. They don't have shareholders to answer to. They've expanded like crazy in the last 5 years, and they're coming. I mean, there's a reason why Carnival announced, all the new ships that they're building, the names of the ships, more information about Celebration Key, all of that right before World America landed in Miami. I mean, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival, Disney, all the cruise lines, they know that MSC is coming. So, it's going to be interesting. And I think it's good. I mean, it's great to have competition. Usually that brings the prices down, especially when your competitor is lower than you. So I think it's going to be an interesting next 5 years in the cruise industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I mean, competition is great. It's great for all of us because when you have real choices and comparable options to choose from, which it seems like MSC is stepping up and saying, "Hey, look at what we got."
Mm-hmm.
And as Andrew's been sharing tonight, it's just like, come to our ships and see what we got here in the World America. Seems to be like answering a lot of questions here. So look at that. Michelle B. We're not done yet. I love that.
Either they really love you or they hate you.
I love that. No, you know what? I love it. I love it. I do. 71 through 85. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to pull our hat down. I don't care how glossy-eyed or you all think that I am. And look at the dent.
Oh, my gosh. That's impressive.
That was the mom. The mom was a full bottle. You saw me open the bottle. You saw me tear off the plastic. There we are.
Next week, that thing's going to be gone. Next Tuesday.
That's what happened. Zoe, come here. And you know what? This is the last treat. Zoe, you want another treat? Come on. Where you at? All right. That's the last treat. I hope I didn't miss anybody's treat because it's the last one I got. Tell you what, this has been a memorable. You know what? We're only 15 away. We're only 15 away from a second shirt.
One more shot. One more shot.
Yeah, who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? I would. You know what? If there's a new member, that only costs you $5. By the way, if you are a new member, if somebody could share in the link the new membership thing, that only costs you $5. I will do it for a new membership. Zoe, come here. We got a high five. Michelle B. And Roscoe, sit. High five. She's probably treated out. You got one more thank you in you? She says thank you. And that is her last, real treat. Look at that. Cruise Life TV gifted one Coach Cruise membership. And the cool thing about this Coach Cruise membership thing is I don't even know who it goes to.
Yeah.
So Danny D has been saying who it goes to. I don't even know who it goes to. Lost Pirate Jenkins, and then Chris Moss. He just finished it off. Chris Moss just gave away the next shirt.
That's awesome.
It absolutely is. So Chris Moss, 86 through 100, and then also we have a new member. So I'm losing track at this point. Apologies. But I think you all understand. But, cheers to whatever this is for. Okay. I'm out of water. I had a pretty good bottle of water there. Oh, by the way, we hit 100. We hit 100. So we got to do, you know what we got to do. So there we are. We have Bellows Creek Cruiser 1 through 20, Texas Cruiser 21 through 25, Cruise Life TV 26 through 40, Michelle B 41 through 55, Mandy 56 through 60, Uncle Dave 61 through 65, Rick the Texas Cruiser 66 through 70, Michelle B once again 71 through 85, and Chris Moss 86 through 100. I'm a little whatever I am. Siri, give me a random number 1 through 100. 18. Who is 18? The Bellows Creek Cruiser is number 18. Congratulations, Bellow Creek Cruiser. You won the net. So we have Eric from North Shore Travelers and a Bellow Creek Cruiser. And you know what? I think there was another super chat or something. I think we already got to start. Amy K. Amy K is awesome. Amy K, welcome to the channel. You are numbers 1 through 15, and I'm not going to cheat you. I am not going to cheat you, Amy K. I may have to take a sick day tomorrow. I'm not going to cheat Amy K. So, Amy K, here you go. Also, I don't have a like legit treat for Zoe, but Zoe, come here. We have this is a duck treat, whatever that. High five for Amy K for keeping us rolling, for starting us on our next 100. High five for Amy K. Zoe, I know you're treated out, but high five. I know you've done as many treats as I've done shots, but Say thank you to Amy K. Say thank you to Amy K. You don't have to give me a kiss.
She's like, it's bedtime.
She barked a few times. I don't know if you heard that. But Amy K, thank you. Amy K, so you started us on our next week. So we're already 15 into our next week. And Amy K, cheers to you. Look at that. And Andrew's still drinking. He's still drinking. So he's got to be kind of wasted at this point.
I've been slow sipping, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Danny D says, look like a sick day for Coach tomorrow. You know what? I have not taken a sick day in for so long. I'm so good about like ponying up and not doing it. Damn. Look at that. Greg and Michelle, they just like shouted me out like shit. I cursed. I cursed. I'm like getting like, all the kids that watch my channel, bad me.
Rhett sold me out on the last cruise. I was like, I hardly ever curse. And he looks at me, he said, you curse all the time. I was like, shh, they don't know that.
Oh my God. Let's see. Amy K. Welcome, Amy K, by the way.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, like, because you're new and you're already doing super chats and stuff. That's amazing. Amy K. O. Cruise Live TV. I came in late. Chris Moss says 2 more shots. Why 2 more shots? I just did I miss a shot? What am I doing here?
I don't know.
Or there's just so many, like, chats. Texas Cruiser, what a great show, Coach. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. Zoe's having a great night. Yeah, she's getting treated out. Mandy, puppy love. Absolutely. It's Zoe's like it's bedtime, Daddy. Zoe is so spoiled. Yes, she's super spoiled. Mandy may not be wrong here. She says sub plans are needed. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with everybody here. So, like, you all know what haters are. I've always been scared of haters. Haters and intensified haters. I've never missed a day of work after a Tuesday night because I'm afraid of the haters.
I got you.
I'm afraid of the haters because I'm a high school teacher. And I just feel like they're going to be like, oh, yeah, Coach Cruz. Yeah, he got drunk and then he didn't show up to work the next day. So what I do, and I'm out now, but I drink a bunch of water and everything. I pony up and I go to work. But yeah, that's the reason I do it is because there are some haters out there that want to see you fail. And the moment that you call in sick or something and you can't report and do your duty and everything like you normally would, they call it out and be like, oh, yeah, look, he showed up sick. He did this many shots on this YouTube channel thing that he does.
Yeah.
So for that reason, that's why I always keep showing up. I always keep showing up and I always keep toughing it out or whatever. So yeah. Chris Moss says, haters gonna hate. Be you. I agree. Rick, the Texas Cruise, they're only lovers here, Coach. No haters. Trust me, I believe that 100%. Mandy says, LOL, you are scared of your principal and men. No, not so much them as just the haters in general. Trisha and Bert, you're a good man, Coach. I appreciate that. Mike Anthony, my hero. Danny D. So Coach is an amazing man. I can't wait to meet him one day. And Danny D, I can't wait to meet you.
Yes.
Our mutual there, absolutely. Texas Cruiser, I'd cruise with you in a flying second, Coach. Feelings mutual once again. Bellows Creek Cruiser says Roscoe said he is curious what Zoe butt smells like. Zoe's butt smells amazing from what other dogs have told me. Other dogs have told me that her butt is amazing. So Roscoe would probably really appreciate her butt smell. Danny D, the spectacular supporter. Yeah, once all this wedding stuff is done, I'm sure we'll do it. We'll be back in Chicago as Danny D. So that is about it. We are only almost an hour over overtime. And for here, the members only, and we got 2 or 3 new members courtesy of gifted memberships. But if Andrew and I talk for a couple minutes after this, I'm going to film it. I got my phone right here. We're going to start videoing right now. There we are. We're filming right now. But yeah, thank you everybody. There's still about 20 of you on board. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do. And we'll see you all later. Appreciate you. Thanks everybody for all the support, everything. You all are amazing, as you all already know. And we'll see you all next week. Take care. Peace. And